What on earth is going on with Polygon Matic? The token went up by more than 25% in the last week. A rally we haven't seen for quite a while Bitcoin stayed pretty much flat. Now here's the news everybody is talking about. Polygon is moving from the Matic token to the POL token. That's cross-chain and that can be staked in multiple places. But there have been announcements around this migration for quite a while. We've got one over here on July 18th, another one on September 14th, and the announcement that the POL token went live on Ethereum. That was on the 25th of October last year. And so imagine you would have bought during those announcements. What we've got over here is the Matic price relative to Ethereum. So we try to isolate the idiosyncratic movements of Matic and we try to remove the general ups and downs. So this announcement over here, 25th of October, corresponds with the first line. The other two announcements are over here. Had you bought with the first announcement, you'd now be down relative to Ethereum by almost 70%. And the rally that we're currently seeing is simply just a bit of a retracement in the grand scheme of things. Now let's have a look at a few on-chain metrics. What we've got over here is the number of unique depositors per day to the Polygon ZK EVM chain. A lot of excitement initially, but now waning down quite a bit, with now less than 100 users per day depositing. Here we've got the total value locked development over time. That doesn't look that bad. So the depositors seem to not pull out their funds. And if you measure that TVL in Matic, the growth seems to be somewhat stable since beginning of the year. So that pretty much doubled in the span of 8 to 9 months. Let's dive a bit deeper. Let's have a look at the POL token and its adoption. What we've got on the left is the number of wallets that have at least 2,000 POL tokens. So at the current price of around 50 cents, that equates to $1,000. In the middle, we go at 10x from that. That's $10,000. On the right, we go another 10x. That's $100,000. Here we've got the exact same charts, but for the original Matic token, also on the Ethereum chain. Initially, a lot of growth, but since beginning of the year, people tend to sell across the board for small retail as well as the large whales. Now here's what I find very interesting. In our tool, which is by the way available to premium, we can have a look at the first wallets that received and that traded the token. So those wallets are very likely either insiders or at least very well informed, very quick movers. Let's have a look at the first wallet that has been active by almost 3 years. It's going up today alone by almost 9%, $62,000, and it holds a lot of EVO tokens. Now I've never looked at EVO, but when an insider of the new Matic token is involved in a token that I've never heard of, it probably makes sense to do some research. Here's another wallet. It currently has $10,000 in it. Not a lot of interesting coins, but maybe still makes sense to monitor the transactions. When is this wallet buying and selling? Wallet number 3, this time $200,000 worth. Most of that value is on the Kronos chain, where this apparent Matic insider is shorting the CRO token relative to Bitcoin. So a borrowing of CRO tokens while holding wrapped Bitcoin. A position I've never opened, but it seems to be doing relatively well. Since beginning of the year, CRO underperformed Bitcoin by roughly 36%. So that's then pure profit. Here's apparently the wallet by the CEO of D-Bank, also one of the very first wallets that interacted with the new POL token, and he's holding pretty much a bunch of everything. But a major position is in the VOW token, which I don't know of either. Might make sense to have a look at this too. And so this is in general a pretty good approach. Let's have a look at two more. Over here is one with almost $1 million that has got 100,000 of RCH. And here we've got CryptoCorn that doesn't have anything noteworthy at the moment. But I do like this approach in general. There's a saying, right, that we are the average of the 5 people that we interact with most. Probably something similar can be said for crypto, right? When we've got people that are very early to the party and we've got wallets that tend to make money over time. If we simply just observe those people very closely, we might also have a higher likelihood of actually winning. Because in the end, crypto is a game both of luck, but also of skill, right? And over time, the luck component balances out, so the skill component prevails. And if our crypto input doesn't just come from random shillers on YouTube, but actually comes from people that tended to make good calls in the past and that are very early to new launches, then maybe we are potentially onto something that can generate gains. Now let me do a shameless plug over here. In Premium, we are actually following quite a few different wallets. So I'm not going to show the entire addresses, but over here we've got quite a lot of wallets, and very often we get those wallets through screenshots on their videos or through advanced on-chain analysis. We're also discussing those influencer wallets and try to find new ones in the Telegram chats. And we're also tracking them, as in we have a Telegram chat where we get an alert at the exact point in time when a swap happens. For example, here, the Martini guy has a Solana wallet where he just bought the Grimace token. And there's also comments over here. I don't want to share more because, again, that's part of Premium. And so does it make sense to buy the Matic token now? I think what's important is to not overinterpret the news, because we've seen in the past those news events did not necessarily correlate with positive price action. We've also seen this in the past with the Ethereum token, right? When Ethereum moved from proof of work to proof of stake, that merge also rather correlated with negative price action. What I think is more important is to find the alpha. It's to find the information that most people don't have. It's to be closer to the people that tend to make money over time. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. In case you've got Telegram, and in case you can't yet justify Premium, there's also a free channel. So feel free to join there as well. Looking very much forward to chatting with you.